I will drive them harder.
It's like right now I'm at 16,000 gold, but I'm gonna lose 4,000 a turn. So if I don't get a lot of money in the next 4 turns, I'm out of money again. But I understand it now. I get it. I can play it. And if I were to restart it, I would do a whole lot better because this is my first time playing it. But it's definitely outside of my comfort zone. Also, on another note, I find their units to be pretty boring. They, okay, I'm probably going to lose this, but I am going to try to kill as much as I can. Almost every single unit for Khorne is just some melee guy. It's just like some dude with an axe. Or some dude with a sword. Or some dude with a sword and armor. Or some dude with an axe and armor. Or some demon with a sword. It's all melee. It's very unga bunga. So, you've got like a very few spells and abilities to work with. You basically, you know, it's just everybody's a warrior. Which is fine. But I definitely gets old fast. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I don't know if these are going to be fast enough to do it, but I'm going to try to do the thing that screws up their formation using the Chaos Furies like I did earlier with the big guy. Do you even chew your food? Those are really, really well-cooked scrambled eggs. They did not require a lot of chewing. Alright, the Furies are up there to distract them. The only units in this army that have healing, I believe, are these motorcycles when they're in melee range. So they are going to lead because they have a lot of longevity. Alright, that's one stack of enemies dead. Why did that get blocked? I actually have no idea. Twitch said, do you wish to allow, do you even chew? Which means someone at some point in the past crossed a line on Twitch by asking that question. I don't know. Alright, what is this thing? Casket of Souls. I don't know how tough this is. It's apparently a super long-range thingy. Because it is shooting very long-range bolts. Alright, the distraction has been phenomenal so far, but I think it's not going to waste their time for much longer. I'm gonna slow it down. This giant scorpion thing is cool. Tomb Scorpion. It's a tier 3 unit? I don't think I've ever seen those. Like, at all. Alright, we do not have any armored units in this army. We ended up with just full bloodletters in this free army, which are glass cannons. So, we're gonna do what we can here, but... Alright, the Casket of Souls got killed. Mike, when you played Tomb King Cetra? I'm guessing Cetra is the name of one of the leaders? I don't own Tomb Kings. I have been gifted the Dwarves of Innovation, the Chaos Dwarves, and Vampire Coast. So those are on my to-do list, in no particular order. I also own a few factions that I've never played, such as Bretonia. Need to try those out at some point. High Queen Callida. Is that their legendary lord? That's probably their legendary lord. Alright. I don't know that this distraction is going to do much more, so let's finally have the Furies engage. Now, one good thing is all of these units are high damage that I have, so we're actually killing their lords and heroes when I target them, so that's cool. Since you've been liking Wukong, keep your eye on Phantom Blade 0, comes out next year, and it seems like it's pretty good. Okay. Wow, that stack melted pretty fast. I gotta say, Tomb Kings feel like such easy opponents most of the time. Like, the fact that their units are just like, oh, we're losing? Let me just crumble and hope you kill me. It just... it seems like they just give up real fast, like, as individual units go. They're free. True. Now, as far as crumbling, though, my stuff's going to be disintegrating real soon here. Do you at least have Kislev so I can see you suffer? I played, actually, Madrastyanka. I had to reload the game a lot around turn 5, and then I just dominated the rest of the campaign. It is up on the Mukluk Plays YouTube channel if you would like to see it. I also, after that, on single player on my own time, I did the quest to rescue Boris in single player to unlock Boris. So that was kind of cool. Link to channel. Yep, there you go. So I have 2 YouTube channels. The second one is called Mukluk Plays, and there's a playlist for every Warhammer campaign I've done on streams. There's like 10 Warhammer playlists there. Either search Warhammer or like Total War in the playlist section, and you'll find it for sure. But yeah, we did Kislev. Yeah, Mother Asyanka, her like level 1 opponent was like Dark Elves with those shard shooty guys. And their capital city, like their early game capital city, really struggled with that. Dude, I really want to kill the queen, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Wait, did she just crumble? I think they just lost her.
Torch chosen.
No, there she is. I just found her again. Alright, I just lost track of her for a minute. I'm still missing a Tomb Kings and Elf playthrough. True, I have not played Elves on stream. There we go. We got her. Nice, 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 nice. Reminder that this is a free army of mine versus 2 stacks of theirs. However, my demons are starting to disintegrate. Which is not great. I think that's as much as we're gonna get. You guys did great work. You guys did great freaking work. Alright, just speed it up.
Thank you, you're always putting a smile on my face even in tough times.
Oh, thank you for the very kind words, Little Blind Demon. I appreciate that. I am glad you enjoy your time here. Let me see. So just to show you real quick. So like this is my view of it. But if we go to playlist on Mukluk Plays and just search like total. Here's Skarbrand, Throt, Miao Ying, that's Cathay, Tamarkon, that was my first Nurgle playthrough, Throg, my first Norska, Grom the Paunch, which is my first Greenskins, Madrasyanka, my first Kislev, Isabella, that's the Vampires, Village, which is Warriors of Chaos, 3v3 Streamer Showdown, I played the Lizard People in that one, that was my only multiplayer experience, and just the one that says Mukluk plays Total War Warhammer 3, that was my first time playing this game, so that was the tutorial. And then I played Helman Gorst after that. Alright, so this was this free army. We killed the lords of both armies. And a lot got away, but we did take out a lot of stacks. Their army was more free than yours. That's fine, but their army is still right here, and Skarbrand is still here. So, Skarbrand's gonna get to do some serious cleanup in a second. And actually, I don't think I ever did pay for that army. Because, like, I made the army, and not a full turn passed for me to do upkeep. So, I don't think I actually spent anything on that. At the end of, or the start of this turn, it would have hit me for upkeep, but they killed it too quick.
I crave blood.
Decisive victory, stomp. I like how he just steps on him. We'll actually do army replenishment. He's like, no, 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 no. Decisive victory. 1,000? No, 188 skulls. Army replenishment. Not 1,000 skulls. Alright, and just in case that crap happens again, I'll leave him in encampment stance at the end of the turn. One thing about, like, the factions, all their stances are slightly different. Like, this guy, it's kind of cool that encampment doesn't slow your movement. So you can end every turn in encampment unless you do, like, a force march or something. That's kind of neat. There was, what is it, Nakai the Wanderer? He's like that, too. You can, like, always be encamping. Wow, we've gotten a lot on this guy, haven't we? Hate Slanesh!
Lord of Corn. I will prove myself.
Let's head toward Numa Numa.
Raise the banners. I will drive them harder.
Exalted Hero form. I don't know. Hang on a sec. I don't know if I've made one of these in this playthrough. Let's get Iron Skin. Let's take a look at him.
Exalted Hero of Corn.
I made a Lord that looked like this. Oh, I recognize this line. The Nurgle Chaos guy had this too. Gorbeast, Chariot, Chaos Steed, Juggernaut. So this guy, I don't think gets regen in any way. I don't think any of those mounts give regen. The motorcycle looking thing, what is it called? A Blood Throne? Blood Throne gives regen. Okay. Oh, basically just another melee guy. Surprise, surprise!
Someone's getting strangled.
That's the thing for the doggo. Is there any building here that would pay? I don't think there's a single building here that's gonna pay for itself, like, this year. Like, even this takes 15 turns to pay for itself. I've never played a faction where I have cared less about making structures than this one. 34 out of 35, we're almost there. Hey, Mike, excited for the start of the new school year. My kid's been in school for like a month or so now. So, it's going. Is that a Baylor? The big Balrog looking guy? I don't think he's labeled as such, but he's kind of that. Another thing with this faction is if you can keep them alive long enough, the lords that you hire other than Skarbrand, once they get high enough level and they earn Khorne's favor, I guess, they can become like big demon guys. And so they get
Cultist of the Blind
they become, you know, they become like big flying units. Not as strong as Skarbrand, but big flying units. Oh, shoot, I forgot to do this. Okay, let's go ahead and equip this for later. Let's put the Fear Banner on the on the flyer. Leadership on this guy, because he's always with the group. Armor Piercing, we'll put that on the Bloodthirster. Sack it for 10k. Skull Totem Banner. Perfect Vigor, Charge Bonus, and Speed. That's kind of cool. Alright, in camp, because the desert has hurt it. We did it. We win. We win! Oh my god! Weapon gain Chainsword. So if I wanted to play past Short Victory, we just got this insane weapon, which each time you get a kill, increase your damage and armor piercing damage up to 300% before capping out. So if like Skarbrand had this and got 300 kills, he would be doing like 4 times damage. That's so insane. I've never played a faction that has some bonkers reward for the short-term victory. So if you're going for the long-term victory, that would be, you know, game-changing. You just put that on something else. Oh my god. This is the least amount of land I've ever owned for short-term victory. Alright. Oh. Get that. Mentor. Replenish troops. Okay, time regain. Yes. Okay. Oh, wow. That goes... The research goes quite a bit farther. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Can Skarbrand hit one more thing? Come here, King Eosher. Close victory? It says I can auto it, though. Like how it just kicks the city. 8k gold. Sack. Stop. Alright. Okay. Destroyed that. Okay. Yeah, he has 900 damage now. Oh, boy. Alright. As always, I could keep going, but more than ever before, I don't want to. So let's recap. This was my first time playing Khorne. Now, when you make Khorne at the selection screen, there's only one option. Slaanesh also only has one option, so, and that's to play Skarbrand. This guy is Skarbrand. So if you play Khorne, you're playing this guy. There is a Warrior of Chaos that has Khorne abilities, such as like she has the bloodletting thing and stuff like that, but she plays a bit differently, and I'd probably enjoy that more. So first off, the Lord. Skarbrand is just an absolute unit. He's just a big powerhouse. He can get mobbed and easy in the early game, but it gets easier when you give him regen. And then he actually gets regen in 2 possible ways. One is this, where he regens a 1/10 of a percentage every second he's in melee. And then also, there was a reward that gave us a banner. And the banner, you can put it on anyone you want, and I put it on him. So he actually had double regen in melee, just to keep him going. Now, he still had the same healing cap, However, it just, healed him faster in melee. So we did that. It got a lot easier after I watched the Why You Suck at Corn video. And one of the things I learned is, like, he had a different type of charge than most other units in the game. So, like, if you right-click on an enemy behind another enemy, he would, like, just stomp over the ones that were in between, and it would do full damage, and it didn't stop him. And part of that was because his mass was so large, he could push through almost anything. So that definitely changed how I played, which I think was very evident in the first battle of today, where he just won the whole battle. And I took, like, no damage. So he's kind of cool. He's simple. He's just a big melee dude. That's it. I was surprised that he couldn't fly. When I looked at the character select screen, I didn't expect him to be grounded, but because the whole wing thing. But okay. So yeah, he's just a big melee dude. That's it. He's very powerful. He's very strong. Just a big melee dude. Simple. I'd say the most interesting thing about him is the whole, after he wins a battle, he gets more movement, so he can just go around and, like, get many hits off in a turn, which is what leads to that one YouTube video where someone managed to win the game on turn 8 because they were just like, hit, gain movement, hit, gain movement, hit, gain movement, hit, gain movement, hit, gain. Basically, they found a string of cities that were close enough together they could just keep doing that. Units and heroes. Definitely the most boring of any faction I've seen in the game so far. Hold on a second. Where's the recruitment thing? How do I get this open? Okay, perfect. First of all, look how few things are here, okay? Melee, 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 melee. Can throw an axe. Melee motorcycle, this is actually kind of cool because it just looks fun to watch and it can heal itself. Skull cannon is ranged. It only has 12 shots. And then it has to go into melee to farm skulls to shoot more. That's kind of cool. It's difficult to make use of it in an actual battle. Alright, melee. Melee, 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 melee. The hound's useful for harrying a flying unit. Hound, melee. The shrine, which has a buff, melee. Melee. A ranged unit that's tier 5. I never got to this. Melee, 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 but at least these are flying. Heroes. Melee, 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 melee. Every goddamn unit is like, I want to go punch him in the face. Every single unit is, I want to hit that guy in the face. So it's just like, ah. So yeah, it's just positioning and flanking and stuff like that. Your lords and heroes, they don't have any spells. This guy gets one cool ability, but that's like way later on. So you have no magic to work with, you have no spells, you have hardly any abilities, you don't have ranged units, you don't have any like tactical stuff. It's just positioning. Now, with every factioning, proper positioning is helpful. With this one, I'd say it's more important because that's all you've got. That's all you've freaking got. So, like, from a, like, did I find this faction interesting standpoint? Hell no. This is the most boring group of, units and heroes and lords that I have seen in the game so far. With its, like, 200 factions. Honestly, the fantasy and, like, the lore around it is more interesting than the dudes. So, okay. So, like, even the army, it was just like, front guys with shields, DPS behind them, DPS behind them, DPS behind them, flanking, and I regret making these. These were not nearly as powerful. When I made these, I was thinking they were a different unit I have seen called Hell Cannon. And that's a completely different thing. This is something else entirely, but they're all right. Yeah, so that's that. Cities. The cities. Again, worst I've seen of any faction so far. One, their garrisons are utter garbage. The garrisons, look how few units there are. This is the capital, okay? Look how few units are defending these cities. It is like, oh my god. So these are some of the worst garrisons I've ever seen. The rats had way better garrisons than this. Additionally, I've never seen worse. Now, granted, that's part of the fantasy. The economy. I've never seen an economy building worse than this. Gives 20 gold per turn, costs 900 to build. What is that, like 45 turns to pay for itself or something? That is wild. That is absolutely wild. So, that is crazy. I have never had a faction where I had so many open build slots at the end, because it like hurts you to use them. It actually hurts you to use them. Now, really, what you end up needing with this faction is just one city with built-up stuff, so you can just globally recruit from really far away. However, if that one city were to get destroyed, like I'm like do, and then something comes over here and hits it, I am ruined. I'm absolutely ruined. So, again, more than any other faction I've tried, and granted, I've been learning factions on Legendary, which is not super smart. Hey, hold on. Hey. What's up? Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. We have a visitor. Camera cord's all tangled up. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Blood for the blood god. He is also a follower of Korn. Okay. The cities, yeah, building them up felt like it hurts you more than any. I've never played another faction where it felt like it hurt me to build up the cities. This one, very much so. Also, something unique to this faction, you basically operate by keeping your economy negative the whole time, and then just attack. Now, in principle, I get that, but if you mess it up, if you're like attack, and then you die, you're ruined. Like, you gotta reload. Like, this requires you to not make a mistake on what you can and can't win more than anything else. Also, the fact that if a demon gets low health, they disintegrate? Like, oh my gosh. So it's like, you know, the rats get low, they run, and you lose the battle, but you keep your units most of the time. Humanoids, you have the possibility of keeping them. The demons, they're just like, I cannot deal with this dishonor. And then they just off themselves. You know, similar to the undead, but it seems way more rapid with these guys. I could be wrong on that last part of the statement, though. So, yeah, you've got basically suicidal units. They cannot suffer a single loss, or they will just kill themselves. The buildings suck, the garrisons suck, the units are boring because they're just all melee. And definitely, I figured it out. You know, I got good. If I were to play this again, I would have a much... Because we lost our second army like 3 times this playthrough. I would have so much more if I were to play this again. I understand it so much better now. But, whoo boy, I don't want to. Oh, man. Undead have lower leaderships. They disintegrate faster, but they are cheaper to recruit. Yeah, like, for example, this guy, if I want to globally recruit, like, what's the cheapest unit? Like a Marauder? It's almost 1,000 gold still to globally recruit it. Zombies are like 90. They're like a tenth of the cost. Though, yeah. It was cool. I understand it a whole lot better now. But, there we go there. The garrisons are fine though, much quality. I mean, they don't even have a single ranged unit to sit on the walls. Like, yeah, the Chaos Warriors are pretty sturdy. I grant you that, but I definitely do not like them more than literally any other garrison of any other race I've played so far. Meanwhile, Vampire Council give you like 100 gold, I'll give you 4 packs of wolves. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, go to the main menu for a second here. Yeah, we didn't even get to the Cerberus Hound, that extra one that they added. So like for those interested in Khorne, like if you play Khorne, it's just Skarbrand. But also, in addition to that, if you play Warriors of Chaos, she worships Khorne. And she has bloodletting. She has the Khorne mechanic. She's kind of got like the diet versions of Skarbrand, but she also has she's gonna have a better economy because any vassals she makes will send her money every turn. She also has Gaze of Khorne, which gives a buff to all allies in range of her. And she also gets movement speed if enemies retreat from her. Skarbrand doesn't have that. So if she attacks an army and the army retreats, she can probably hit it again. So that part is cool. Skarbrand doesn't have that, but the rest of this is like a lesser version of what Skarbrand has. But you know, pretty much the same units. I don't know that she can get. Now the Warriors of Chaos do have that level up mechanic. Like Marauders can basically eventually evolve into Chaos Knights, and then they can eventually evolve into like the more powerful versions, which is really awesome. But yeah, I haven't tried her, but if I were to play Khorne again, I would absolutely try her out, because she's like, I love the Warriors of Chaos, I don't love Khorne, she's somewhere in between. See if we like it. But okay. That is it for the Khorne one. Definitely, I learned a lot. It was a valuable experience. It was also a punch in the face. And next time we'll start a new one.